Discover the heart of our history at the Hidden History Museum in Los Angeles. Now open with new weekend hours, Thursday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Located at 2131 West Jefferson Boulevard in Los Angeles, our museum showcases the brilliance and ingenuity of foundational Black American culture, along with the richness of global Black culture. Come in, explore our displays, and shop for books, films, and other unique items that celebrate our legacy. Also, be sure to look out for our popular special events. For more information, visit hiddenhistorymuseum.com.
To the point. Let's get Gurinder. All right. Let's get Gurinder in the building. And True School, you want to try it again? I tried to get you up and I didn't get nothing. True School, what's happening? True School, you here?
Hey, how you doing, Tariq?
I'm good, man. What's going on?
Hey, man, sorry about that last time. I thought my headphones was gonna work, but
Oh,
nah.
okay.
Uh, yeah, man, I just wanted to make one point about Kamala that nobody's really making about her being vice president and everything. People trying to make the point of saying, well, she's in the vice presidency, she doesn't really have this much power and all of that, and she can't really do nothing. And I said, y'all obviously don't remember Dick Cheney.
Oh, yeah. Dick Cheney was getting stuff done.
Yeah, Dick Cheney was like the damn white Suge Knight in Washington.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
And
he,
another,
he
and thank you so much, man. And another thing about Kamala, everybody's pointing out how basically they were running interference for her at the debate with Trump. Basically, Trump was debating the moderators, and one of the moderators is Kamala's sorority sister. She's a fellow AKA, so there's a lot of bias there. And see, this is significant. How come they can't let Kamala speak on her own without somebody holding her hand or running interference for her? That's not a good look. They can't let this woman speak on her own 2 feet without somebody holding her hand, throwing her softball questions. It has to be some type of rigged setting where somebody's assisting her. She never can just stand on her own. Even when she did that CNN interview, she had to have Tim Waltz sitting there with her, and it had to be pre-recorded. You have to make all of these concessions to have her sit down. It's never you're sitting down with this woman and just having a real one-on-one talk, and she's coming off the cuff with her own views and ideas. It's always other people having to assist her. Have you noticed that that woman has not said anything or done anything without somebody holding her damn hand? Nothing. And that's a problem. Yeah? And people can see that. That's why her numbers ain't what people think they are. I want y'all to understand these pollsters, and right now, I think in many of these significant states, I think they got Trump beating her now in some of the early polls. I don't even think it's that close either. And listen, these pollsters, what I think, you have a lot of people, they're saying they're supporting Kamala because it's like you don't want to be shamed, but it's going to be just like Hillary Clinton. Just like Hillary Clinton, when she was running against Trump, they had her up in the preliminary polls. They had her in the pre-polls, they had her up. They had a lot of people saying that they would support her, and but when election time came, you know, Trump got in that ass. The people didn't come out like that. The poll numbers didn't reflect the actual voting numbers. It was different. I think it's going to be the same thing with Kamala because truth be told, you don't really see too many black people like that stomping for Kamala. The ones you see are like entertainers who are basically doing the job of their corporations or paid shills or the Divine Nine Boule class, people who are trying to get brownie points for their sorority. You understand? But you don't see just regular run of the mill people, really, especially young people. That's another thing. You don't see too many of them just really stomping for Kamala Harris. That's who they're fighting for. They're fighting for that young black vote. That's why they have to have all of these rap concerts and twerking and all of that. They're really trying to pander to them. And a lot of the young people are not as energized as they're trying to make it seem for Kamala. They're just not. Yeah. Very interesting. AJ, let's get AJ in the building. AJ. What's up, AJ?
It's good, brother.
What's going on, man? How are you?
Great.
All right, what's on your mind?
Oh, nothing. Just joined. Wanted to hear about your opinion on the Haitians, the backlash going on.
Well,
Heard you speaking about Kamala Harris as well, and how every young person is trying to get, she's trying to get every black person's vote for it. So
mhm. Now,
yeah.
you what about the Haitians? Did you want to hear?
Oh no, I was just trying to hear your opinion on it. That was it. This was just tuned in just now, so
Oh, okay. Oh, well, shit. We've been
yeah.
talking for an hour. So, what's your views on the Haitians? Now, where are you from? Are you Haitian?
Oh no, I'm Bayesian. My family's Bayesian. I live in Philly though.
Oh, cool, cool, cool.
So
Shout out
yeah.
to Barbados. Shout out to them.
Yeah, for
Uh,
sure.
okay. Well, there you go. So, yeah, you have to listen to the playback. All right. Let's see. Jazzy Man. Jazzy.
Yes,
Hello, Jazzy. How are you?
yes.
Jazzy, how can I help you?
Hello,
Okay.
hello.
Are you okay?
Yes,
Okay. What do you need?
hello.
Do you know any other word besides hello?
Yeah,
What's the word? If you say hello one more time, I'm getting your ass out of here. Do you know any other words besides hello?
hello.
All right, your ass is up out of here. Hello, the hell up out of here. All right. Let's get Roni in here. Don't try to request get back up here. That ain't happening. Roni, what's up, man? Roni, what's up, brother? Wait, I didn't add you. My bad. Hold on. I thought I added. All right, Roni, what's happening? Hop on in, sir. Hello. The hell is that? What, Roni, where are you calling from again, Roni?
I'm calling from Biafra land, bordering Nigeria and Cameroon.
So are you in Nigeria or are you in Cameroon?
I am in Biafra land in Nigeria presently.
You're in Nigeria. Okay, there you go. So what's on your mind?
Yeah, I want to tell Americans how fake Kamala Harris is. We have been watching them from Africa here, and we are standing strong with Trump. We want America to be great again. So whatever you see going on, I don't know. I watched the in that um, uh, um, recent presidential debate. I saw how they were doing everything to gang Donald Trump. It was very, very fake. All those, things that Kamala Harris was just trying to play on your intelligence. Don't allow it happen. America is trying to take your country back and put it on the right track. Africans and the rest of the world are watching you. That's what
Yeah,
is on my mind. Thank you for having me.
thank you, brother. Half the shit I didn't understand nothing he was saying, to be honest. But I let him speak his piece. I don't know what he was saying. He was very passionate about it. I can understand nothing. And he's like you say, Kamala is a fake, and that nigga is going to ban us. She is garbage. Want to make America great again for you niggas, and I would like to work, and I am going to cook some bush meat right now. Thank you so much as I land my plane. I'm like, okay. The hell, brother was all over the place. Ellis, what's up, Ellis?
Man, I'm trying to just tap in, man. I'm on my laptop. I don't know if you can hear me.
Oh yeah, I got you. We can hear you.
Man, I wanted to hit you up, man. I went and bought your that movie Microphone Check, man. I ain't been able to watch the movie yet, man. I can't find nobody who got a Blu-ray, man. What's going on? You gonna put it on that FBA stream or what's going on with
Yes,
that?
we are. We're gonna put it on there, but we wanted to put it on, get it on Amazon so that people can see the numbers publicly and just see how good it's doing publicly. But yeah, people do. Everybody got a damn Blu-ray player because they got Xboxes and PS3s and stuff like that, and those play Blu-rays. So that's why the DVDs and the Blu-rays are selling so good. People still. You got a plate? You got an Xbox or something?
I got an old ass Xbox 360. I try to put it in here, it won't work.
Oh, well, shit.
I gotta
Yeah,
step it up.
yeah, you got to step it up. But yeah. It's a good film, man. But we will have it on FBA for a couple of weeks though. But real good film, man. You'll love it. Absolutely. Thank you so much, bro. All right, let's get Radical. Radical in the building.
Hey,
What's up?
Mr. Tariq. How you, sir?
I'm good, man. How are you, Radical?
Pretty good. Great. Big fan of you. Love what you're doing for our race. Um, nobody does. Nobody's done. I think what you've done. I mean, it's just amazing. I won't
I
waste a lot of time. I just want to.
would now where are you from? You sound I hear a British accent. Where you from?
Yeah, I'm British and American. Long story. But I just want to make one quick point about Gavin Newsom, the Gavin Newsom controversy. I think
Yes.
it's very interesting. I think I'll just say this and leave. You can kind of play it and feel. I think that he is stalling the reparations decision until they install. I like to use that term because I think that's what's really happening. Kamala Harris as the president. It's their liberal win, and then they will approve some partial reparations. It just seems like a setup that they're just trying to create a fake win. What do you think?
Yeah, well, yeah, we knew that they were going to try to pull a whammy bammy. Um they were trying to find ways to crash out the reparations bill for a long time with little tricky language, but we wouldn't let them do that. So they just said, okay, in a last ditch effort, we got to crash this thing out before there's too many expectations on it. And that's good that they crashed it out because now we can see the Democrats for the deceptive liars that they are and not support them. We should go out of our way to not support them. Nikki, hop on, dear.
Hi. People are talking about they're asking, a lot of people are asking how I'm going to vote or and I should listen to both parties. But I've already decided that I don't want anything to do with the Democrats because they're like a nasty, no good ex boyfriend. They've done me wrong so many times. I don't even if Kamala came up with a plan and said, "Hey, I want to provide you guys with lineage-based reparations," I would not believe her and her party. I would just assume that it was a trick bag. That doesn't mean that I am trying to vote for Trump because I haven't seen him really provide us with anything either. But I would never, this is just my opinion, I would never trust the Democratic Party. I also came up to remind people that the Flextro album just went live and it's available for sale. I just put it up in the Jumbotron. Have a good night.
Thank you, dear. So yes, get that Flex Pro album, Grinding for a Green Card. Speaking of immigrants, it's a great album, very funny songs. We got Grinding for a Green Card, that's the hit single off of it. Musty Tether, that's another one. There's a great song called Bushmeat. Um, there's some slower, more mellow jams like Cake Soap Love. Um, there's another song, kind of not quite a ballad, but kind of a slower mid-tempo one called Forehead Forever. It's about folks with them big foreheads. Just a lot of real cool songs. My favorite song, we got a song called Janky Hairline. And there's a remix that's real funky stuff. So you guys are gonna love the album. Grinding for a Green Card. It's streaming on all platforms. You can buy it on iTunes. Get it on iTunes now, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Let me see. Let's get a lot of folks in here. Let's get Ann Stone in the building. Let's get Ann Stone in the building. Ann, how are you, dear? Miss Ann?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Hey, how are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm fine. Nikki brought up a good point. I just wanted to speak on. She's saying that the Democratic Party, she won't trust them no matter if they do push for the reparations. I just want to know how many other people feel that way.
I think a lot of people, man, there's such a lack of trust for the Democrats at this point, and people are just so turned off by them and the lies, and they're prioritizing these other groups and flooding them over here like this, and just weird stuff happening to us. A lot of people, a lot of black people are really just turned off from them. And here's the thing, we got to understand, black people, we got to leverage our power. We are the base of the Democrats. Our black voting bloc, that's the base. And we have to be very strategic with it. We have to stop letting these people treat us like political property, like we're supposed to vote for them. They just take it for granted. And if we keep sitting here voting for nothing, that sets a horrible precedent. Especially now, we vote for the Democrats now. That sends a horrible message. That lets them know we don't have to do anything for these Negroes and they'll show up. Not only do we have to not do anything for them, we can disrespect them and they'll still vote for us. We can tell them in their faces, I ain't gonna do nothing that's only gonna benefit black people. And those dumb Negroes still voted. You dig? We would look like the biggest dumbasses ever voting for the Democrats in mass right now. You want to talk about lack of respect. You want to get respect? Get respect by doing power moves. A power move is letting the Democrats crash and burn. That's a power move because that shows discipline. People who show discipline, that's when you get respect. When you can say, hey, we're going to discipline ourselves and we're going to hold our vote from them. And you're not going to scare us with Trump or anybody else. All right. Let me see. A lot of people in here. But yeah, go to iTunes and get that Flextro album, Grinding for a Green Card. Great album. All right. Let's get Reformed Justice in here. Reformed Justice in here. Let's hear this. All right. Reform, what's up, bro? Turn your microphone on, Reformed.
Hey, bro, you all right?
I'm good. There you go. What's going on, man?
I'm good. It seems like you want to turn Black Americans into Tim Scotts and Herschel Walker. Is that right?
How so?
Is that right?
How so? You elaborate on that. How so?
Yeah, turn them into Republican shields and sellouts.
So if people vote Republican, they're a sellout?
Yeah, if you have them saying, "I just love you, Trump."
Nobody said, who said that?
Tim Scott said that.
But he's a Sambo. He's not our representative.
Oh, is that right?
Uh-huh. What makes you a sellout is somebody who's sitting up here supporting Kamala, who's talking about greens in a bathtub and twerking and all of that stuff. You're an idiot would support that, but you would because you're a Tether. Where are you from again? You never tell us where you're from. Where are
By
you
the
from?
way, by the way, you know half the GOP hates Trump, half his own party
Don't
hates
give
him.
a what? Why are you telling me this? I'm not voting for them. So what do
Oh,
you tell me?
some people don't notice in the chat. Folks, half the GOP
They know
hate Trump.
I'm
They
not
know
voting for anybody.
they,
I'm
they
not.
know they know he's a liability. All the generals, all the professionals hate Trump. Anyone with a bit of common sense hates Trump.
The corporate structure, because the corporate structure, they're the ones pushing the agenda. They need the immigrants to come in as
No,
cheap.
no, because he's a liability to capitalism. Even the CIA are the biggest capitalists, right? And they hate Trump. I'm not even a capitalist myself, but I know the stability you need to have capitalism. And
No, you,
Trump,
no, you don't. No, sir, you're just babbling. I
what?
hate, I hate when people who flee from their homelands try to give people geopolitical economic advice. What the look, nigga? What you need to do with the money, the dude? You came from a place where people are shitting in the streets. You
No,
cannot
no.
give.
I came from a place that was ravaged by capitalism and the
Well,
CIA
and
and the CIA assassinating our presidents.
instead of fixing it, you fled. So I don't know. I don't want none of your advice.
Yeah, but
Your
I still
advice.
know the damage. I still know the damage though. So I still speak about the damage capitalism has caused.
No, I don't want to hear it because you don't know what to do. You fled.
It's
You didn't fix nothing, sir. So you can't give us advice at all about
every
capitalism.
year, every
Nothing.
year when Trump was president, the CIA, FBI, every national security organization just kept on putting out Trump is inciting white supremacists. White supremacists are the biggest danger. White supremacists are the biggest danger. They hate Trump. He is too unstable. He's too
White,
crazy.
white supremacy is in Kamala's bedroom every night, my. All right, she
Yeah,
laid.
that's just petty. Oh, and by the way, Nikki, that's a
Don't
very petty
don't.
attitude you have, Nikki. You said if the Democrats came with solutions, half of you are just being petty at this point. So if the Democrats came with solutions, you'll just flat out disagree and flat out reject it. That's not a position. That's just
No,
you being
they can't.
petulant.
No, because they would come to us lying at this point, which is what they do. They lie so much, and we're just tired of them lying. We're not like you, Tethers. Y'all just sit up there and let people lie to you indefinitely to the point where you ain't got nothing. We don't want to get to that point. So we want to stop the lies, stop the liars, and let's take another route with this thing. And that's what we're doing, sir.
Y'all know
And,
Kamala. Kamala has said I've watched 3 instances where she said she supports reparations, right? In
and
twice on,
we and we've heard that woman say she's not going to do anything
and
that's
that's
only been black people. So how's she going to support reparations when she said that with her full chest?
but she also said 3 times I support reparations. So how come
So what?
why are you
So
taking
what?
the one time she declined versus the three
What
times she accepted? What are you talking about?
and what did she say as far as supporting reparations? Supported how?
Yeah, she said she supports reparations
How? She
on the
supported.
Breakfast Club and with that minister, I forget his name. She
Slow
said
down,
she supports reparations. So
because people will say they support reparations in the form of a study. So no, how do you support? We got to bog people down on an
money.
answer.
Yeah,
No, she didn't.
exactly. See, this is a better approach. This is
No,
a
no,
better approach.
no, no. She did not say that. She did not say that. Don't you lie through them little old Ebola lips. Don't you lie. This is what I'm saying. We don't want more liars. She never said that, sir. She never said she supports reparations with
Why would
money.
I say that if you can look it up? Why would I just lie? Why would I just say that if you can just
because
look it up?
because you're a lying tether. She
Okay,
didn't
now
say
that's just
it
ad hominems. Ad hominems. So,
jumbotron where she said she support money reparations in the form of money to foundational black Americans and black America. Where did she say anything about money?
on the Breakfast Club,
That's a lie.
reparations reparations is primarily money. No one thinks of anything else.
But supposed to be, but they keep talking about a study, reparations in the form of education. Over there now, somewhere in Illinois, I think they got a reparations program, but it's basically housing vouchers. It's not money. So people try to redefine what reparations is. So we're not letting people lie. This is
I'll
what
tell you what though. I'll tell you what though. You know what party all this
we
reparations rhetoric
only
is
know.
coming?
What you're not going to do is give us failed tether advice. This is what we're saying. You are failed tether. No disrespect. We can't get advice from you. You're just doing failed tether babble, sir. No disrespect at all. Tough love. We cannot get advice from you.
Folks, you notice that when you get gritty with Tariq and you actually bring up facts, he just goes into ad hominems, he starts attacking you out of nowhere.
You haven't brought up facts. You're just sitting here lying. And we're not believing and buying your lies. Kamala Harris never said she supports reparations in the form of money. You sat here and lied repeatedly. We're not going to have a lying tether sit here and do what lying tethers do. That's why you failed in your homeland. We don't like liars, sir. We've heard her Breakfast Club interview. That woman ain't never said she support reparations in the form of money. You understand? These people run trick bags on us. We heard her say what she ain't gonna do for black people. We heard that. So you're not going to lie for this woman.
If she said she says she supports reparations, if
get your ass off of here. That's what tethers do. Remember earlier what I said about energy. I don't want that low vibrational tether energy where they need some positive energy to suck off of with lies. I don't want to hear lying tethers. God, I don't want to hear that. They just switch from one lie to another. Yes, she said money, nigga. She said it on the Breakfast Club. No, she didn't. She said she was going to give money. Stop. This dude wants us to support Kamala so his cousins can get here. And we're saying enough of that. Stay right over there with them bushmeat sandwiches. Stay right over there. All right, let's get Sharif in the building. What's going on, Sharif?
What's up, brother? Are you willing to have like an open conversation with me?
I'm always willing to have an open conversation in good faith, but go ahead.
Okay, so I would be what you consider a tether.
That's
I'm an
right.
Egyptian migrant, right?
You're an Egyptian migrant. Aren't you in Canada?
I'm in Canada too.
Right.
So I will preface everything with that I completely agree. Black Americans deserve reparations, and that is only included and inclusive towards Black Americans of
Right.
Black American ancestry. But what I want to talk to you and ask you about is why do a lot of people, FBAs, why do they hate Africans?
What is there to hate from you Africans? You have to have something to hate.
Well, I always see you guys denigrate Africans. You talk about Africans cannibalism, and you adhere to the tropes that the white supremacists talk about all the time.
You hear us denigrating you?
Yeah. No, not me, but like Nigerians. Like I've heard a lot of shit about Nigerians. FBAs talk about.
Because what happens is a lot of Africans will hop in our spaces denigrating us, talking about crime in Chicago, and we have to gently remind them, hey man, you just ate a hyena back in your homeland. So that's rating. That's like, hey, just kind of reminding people to kind of humble your damn self. Don't bring your ass over here pointing fingers at us, just like the lady who called earlier, who said when she came over, she heard negative things about black people. She's from Kenya. Kenya has the biggest slum in Africa. The Kibera slum is like 1 million people in a big ass shanty town, talking about negative images they heard of us. So it's like, okay, you got a lot of nerve. So you don't have anything to hate. What are we hating on your slums? Your
Okay,
shanty?
so if African immigrants were to stop talking shit about black people, would you be okay with not talking shit about Africans? Is that like what it is? It's just you're reciprocating? Is that what it is?
No, when we talk about you when you come in our rooms, we just don't care. And also, all of the positive images of Africa, that's been us promoting that. We've been the ones removing the negative stereotypes and the negative images of Africa. It's been me with my movies, scholars like John Henry Clark, brothers like Anthony Browder, Cruz. I can't. I'm throwing my brother's name off, but just so many other people. Renoko Rashidi. Our scholars were the ones bigging up Africa and trying to take the negative stereotype away from Africa. You
Okay.
understand? So
Yes.
we've been stomping for that. To
So
have people come over here and then denigrate us, that's very disrespectful. Go ahead.
No, I completely agree. I don't agree with any of the tropes, like talking about black on black violence, all this bullshit. It's disgusting and it's racist. Um, but I will say, like, what I want to say is, um, there are like the Western hegemony institutes neocolonialism on the African peninsula to the point where no African nation is allowed to establish their own form of trade. They abide completely and adhere to the Western, what the West tells them to do in terms of how they mine their resources, who they're allowed to export those resources to, etc. Right? And there have been 60 plus African leaders who have risen from the ashes, who have tried to oppose the Western hegemony, and every single one of them has either been assassinated, like in the case of Gaddafi or Abdel Nasser in Egypt, or they've been ousted. And what I'm trying to say is
We
the
know this.
same white supremacists who are continuing to impoverish the black communities in America, those same ruling powers are doing the same thing in Africa, in the
Oh,
African nations, right? And what my message is, if I may finish, if that's okay, my message is Africans and Black Americans should be on the same side. We need to be united against white supremacy because white supremacy is affecting both of us.
okay, now here's the problem. Okay, the problem with that is white supremacy does affect all of us. The problem is foundational Black Americans, we look at white supremacy differently. They look at us as the same, but we look at them differently. We look at them as an oppositional force that we need to constantly oppose. Too many of you come over here and you're willing to play second fiddle and be flunkies for white supremacy. The problem is you get decimated over in your homeland, and then you come over here and become Myron Gaines. You understand what I'm saying?
No. I hate Myron Gaines. He's a fucking racist.
A Myron fucking Gaines problem. I don't want to hear about that unity stuff, and y'all send your damn Myron Gaines over here to us, brother. Y'all
But
got y'all act like y'all don't send these anti-FBA flunkies over here to denigrate us, and they get with the white supremacists sounding just like them. We don't go over there and do that. We never do that. We're not over there trying to decimate and undermine the people and get into their political arenas, telling them what they shouldn't get and what they don't deserve. When we go to Africa as foundational Black Americans, we always go over there to help. We always go over there bringing something to assist the people. Always.
Tariq,
Y'all,
brother, you're
y'all
not.
send,
Yeah.
hold on, slow it down and get this. You guys send your Cynthia Revos, you send all of your tethers and your leeches who sit up here and brag. There was a woman, we played a video of her, some African woman bragging about when I go over there, I go to tech. I'm not trying to help no one. I don't want to be unified. I'm coming to tech. I'm very poor and I'm coming to tech. A lot of them have that mindset where they want to come among us after we done fought for them to get here, thinking that they're going to be reinforcement against white supremacy, because that's the reason why we fought to get African brothers over here. And then they started sending over the Sambos and the Bedwenches, and that's the problem. So if you want to talk about unity, they're going to have to get unified over there because they're not unified there. And they bring that same disunity over here. You guys have a gazillion tribes all over that place, knocking each other in the damn head for chicken bones. That has to be addressed there. You cannot sit up here talking about what foundational Black Americans hate. Nobody hates Africa more than damn Africans who flee. Let
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So in regards to Myron Gaines, I've been on space with him. He hates my guts because I call him out all the time. He's a racist, and I completely agree with you. Um, African migrants who come here and simply try to denigrate Black Americans are disgusting in my book. It's a complete lack of understanding. It's a complete willingness to not become knowledgeable about the plight of Black Americans throughout history. So I completely agree with you. But what I want to say is I don't think that that is the majority of African migrants. Me myself, my mother always educated me on the plight of Black Americans, and I've always been an astute believer in that Black Americans deserve their reparations, that Black Americans deserve to be equalized on the playing field. They deserve equality of opportunity and outcomes. And I'm trying to say that maybe the Twitter sphere, it seems like on Twitter on Twitter Spaces, there's a preponderance of racist people in general, and that also includes Africans and people like Myron Gaines. And what I'm saying is
And
maybe
here's
yeah,
because we're not going to reduce them to just being on Twitter. Because what happens is the Myron Gaines types ends up becoming law enforcement. Myron Gaines worked for Homeland Security. Let's be very clear. This dude worked for the government at one point. This dude was a federal officer. That's when that becomes dangerous. Think about it. This guy with those anti-Black views was in a position to detain us. And they put a lot of these people who were immigrants in law enforcement positions, and they have that same mindset that they have on Twitter, and they take it out in the streets. We saw what just happened to Tyreek Hill when he was detained over there in Florida on his way to his football game. Every one of those cops had damn accents. You understand? So we get these immigrants who come over here and we're told that we're the same because we're under white supremacy. And then they come over here and join forces with white supremacy against us. So that's not a selling point anymore. Let me get my brother Mikal to chime in on this. Brother Mikal.
Great Minister of Code, how art thou?
I'm good, brother. How are you? What would you like to say to me, Reef?
Mr. Sharif, how are you, sir?
you have me blocked, brother. I don't know why.
I'm going to tell you why. You're a hypocrite.
Uh-oh.
Your government, at this present moment, is organizing with the Somalis to help blow up the Ethiopian dam. You're an Arab. You're not an indigenous Egyptian. Your government has been threatening Ethiopia for at least 5 years to blow up a dam that they essentially paid billions of dollars of their own money to use this Nile Valley water to facilitate power that they desperately need. Why is your government organizing with a rogue state to attack the Ethiopian government? Answer that, sir, since you're a man of unity.
Yes. So, funnily enough, I just closed a space where I was talking about how I am anti-Egyptian because as long as my government continues to support any sort of oppression of any peoples, this includes the Palestinian peoples, and the Egyptian government is complicit in the genocide in Gaza, they are also complicit in what you're talking about. So you might be surprised, and you might unblock me after what I'm saying, but I'm not belligerently patriotic about Egypt. I hate my government. I hate Sisi. I think he's a garbage, disgusting human being. But I think he is a Manchurian candidate. He is controlled by the American imperial system, right? And this has been the way for the past 50 years since they assassinated Abdel Nasser way back in the 60s. The American government is a controlled puppet regime of America, and the purpose of it is to institute havoc and chaos and decay. And what you're talking about, you're exactly right. But it is because the government is controlled by the American imperial system
Okay,
and by white supremacy. But the
sir,
but
sir,
let me finish
sir.
here.
Let me interject.
Brother, please. Let me finish.
Hold on.
The
It
Egyptian
wasn't the
people.
American government. It wasn't the American government that gave the Egyptian government rights over the Nile Valley water. It was the British government.
Yes, but who inherited everything from the British? It was the Americans, right?
Sir, that law should have never been enforced. It's outdated. It's these people's water. You have no rights over these people's water. So it's hypocritical for you to even blame it on the Americans. Your government generates billions of dollars in tourism money selling the ancestors
And how
of
much of
those who
that
built,
money,
selling the ancestors of those who built that country you call
Brother Mikkel,
Egypt, right?
how much,
Right?
Brother Mikkel,
You're,
how much?
you're, you're wrong 3 times. So don't talk about unity and don't try to blame it on the American government.
No,
This is
Mikkel,
what you
no.
do.
It has to be blamed on the American government because
So the American government is forcing your government to, right, to make billions of dollars off of tourism, digging up
no, the Egyptian government is corrupt.
sarcophagus, mummies,
If you would
peeing on
listen,
pyramids. That's the American government. That's you.
you're
That's your culture.
you're antagonizing me right now. And if you would just listen for a second, you would understand I'm not your enemy. If you would just
All right.
let
Did you
me
hear? Did you
explain.
hear what I said? Did you hear
Yes,
what I said? Is it true or not? Is it true
yes.
or not?
If I heard
Okay.
everything you said,
What
now
is your answer to that?
will you let me talk, brother? Okay.
Go ahead, Sharif. Go ahead,
Yes.
Sharif.
So, okay. So you're the Egyptian government is corrupt. But what I need you to understand is the vast majority of Egyptian people do not stand for what the government is doing. That applies to what they're doing with Sudan. That applies to what they're doing with Ethiopia. That applies to what they're doing in Palestine. Okay. And I need to make this clear. Okay. The government is corrupt and the government is controlled by America. And it has been for the past 45 years, 35 years of which were instituted by Mubarak. Now, also keep in mind that most of those tourism dollars were stolen and usurped by Mubarak. Mubarak, when he was killed, was worth over $150 billion. Okay, so when there has to be a comparison made between the peoples of Egypt and the government. The government is completely corrupt, and they will continue as long as their government is a puppet regime of America, will continue to be corrupt and continue to usurp the taxpayer dollars, will continue to usurp the American aid, $1.2 billion a year given to Egypt every single year, which is given to mostly the politicians and the military generals. But the Egyptian peoples do not stand for any of this. They are not okay with what's happening to the people in Sudan, the people in Ethiopia, and the people in Palestine.
There you go. Thank you so much. Let me close that out. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Everybody got their answers in. I think that was a lively discussion. I mean, we're going to move on to some different topics here before it gets too late. But thank Brother Mikhail and Brother Sharif for chopping it up. And by the way, don't forget, guys, if you're in LA, we got the September Soul Saturday event happening this Saturday at the Hidden History Museum. Go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com and get your tickets for that. hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Let's get Lucky Patel in here. Lucky Patel. And then we'll get ATH. Lucky Patel and ATH. I can't pronounce your name. It's kind of an illegible thing going on here. Lucky Patel, what's up?
Can Lucky go or you want me to go?
You go ahead. Lucky ain't saying nothing.
Okay, yeah. What I wanted to say is that like I saw the space. I think I found it through Twitter, and they were talking about why Haitians are upset with FBA. And look, I heard about the FBA, but my issue is that you see these immigrants. First of all, I think if they came here legally, I think they're Americans, So, but I feel there's an agenda of splitting up black people in this country, and in this day and age where the economy in America is doing horrible right now, this is a time where all nationalities of whether Caribbean, African, South American, of African descent should be uniting and sticking together because in this day and age, you see how Mexico, people used to make fun of Mexicans coming here. Now, Mexico, no one in Mexico wants to go to America because their economy is doing good. So, black people, I'm not like a pan Africanism, but we should be working together and building our businesses together. And I
Now,
see it,
where you
yeah.
from? Where you from?
Well, I was born in Brooklyn, New York. My parents are Nigerian. I'm currently working in Alaska right now.
Okay. Well, then, if that's the case, how come the Nigerians set up their own little enclaves when they get to Brooklyn and New York? They set up their own little enclaves.
And
You go,
and my thing is people of all kinds. If you go to Flatbush and you go to Harlem, you see people eating in the Caribbean restaurants, the Trinidadian restaurants, the African stores. You see them doing business with each other. You do see it. It is
but
possible.
you go to Harlem, there's like a whole street of nothing but Africans. The whole street.
But let's be honest here. If you go to Flatbush right now, out of all the gentrification and all the businesses that lasted are the people, the Black Americans that kept their brownstone houses, and the Caribbeans that kept their restaurants, and the African that kept their stores. So it is possible for blacks to work together. Maybe some
Yeah,
people.
we do that already. But the thing is, we still have a lineage that's unique, just like they have a lineage that's unique. Why is it all of a sudden divisive when we acknowledge our lineage? You grew up in Brooklyn, they have the Caribbean Day Parade every year. Is that divisive?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not against Black Americans for getting the reparations. I'm for it, and I respect Black History Month. I respect people that came from slavery and people have the a lot of history in that regard. My thing is that in this day and age, we have to stick together. Even you talk about the Labor Day parade in Eastern Parkway. That's a blessing. I think that's a good thing. That's is happening. And I saw there was a Haitian girl on Twitter. She was made fun of just because she wore her flag of her country in that same parade. And I think it's very disrespectful in my opinion. I think we should be working together. I love black people. I think black is beautiful. Whether you have a bad hairline or a good hairline, whether you're 6'10" or you're 6'1", I think black is beautiful.
The
All
thing,
shapes and sizes, whether you're dark
okay,
skinned or light skinned.
hold on, but why does the we should work together conversation only goes towards us when we acknowledge our lineage? The Haitians and Nigerians and Jamaicans, all of these people, when they acknowledge their history and their lineage, well, that's fine. Nobody says, hey, let's all sit together. They are allowed and they are celebrated when they acknowledge their lineage and history. It's only a problem when we do it. We're not saying be divisive. We're just acknowledging our unique history as foundational Black Americans. You translated that into divisiveness. I'm cool with Nigerians. I'm cool with Haitians. I'm cool with Jamaicans. I'm
Oh,
cool
yeah,
with
I respect that. See, now what you said, I respect that a lot because
right.
all I'm saying is I've been in other spaces. Maybe there's other FBA people that don't talk like you, where they were literally saying
That's
how
what to do.
every
You don't play.
person.
Okay, you don't want to play that game. Well, I was in an FBA space and they had said something janky because Nigerians, Somalians, all of these people, they say the jankiest shit on social media. They have they took over Clubhouse. The Clubhouse app is a bunch of immigrants hating on us. That's literally all they do over there. So you don't want to sit up here and play the well, they're doing it on social media, so that represents the whole culture because a lot of non-FBA people, they have a horrible reputation of
I agree. I can agree on that. But my thing is like when with Nigerians, like we can't put them all in the box. Like if we are being honest, like Damson Idris is Nigerian, Idris Elba is Ghanaian. There's different shades of Nigerians. They don't all think the same. There are Nigerians that are on the guy that played the guy on Jedi is Nigerian. So it's like not every Nigerian thinks the same. It's 2024. There's some people that are Nigerian, even like me myself. I'm not even considered because I wasn't born in Nigeria. I don't have any. I've never been there. I was born in Brooklyn, New York, where I respect Black culture. So my thing is, all saying is, if we can work together, and that's my main message. And I respect that you said that you're cool with other nationalities, and I really do appreciate because I like I said, I'm not gonna bring that regard with other FBA people. So that's pretty much it.
Thank you so much. Yeah, listen, man, us acknowledging our foundational Black American lineage, I hate when people try to flip that into divisiveness. They only do that to us because people are so used to us being the umbrella for all melanated people where everybody can kind of come and stake some kind of claim. They're so used to tethering off of us when we say, okay, we're going to do a little gatekeeping now because things are getting a little funny style out here, and we don't want people dumping their trash, their cultural trash on us. So we're going to do a little gatekeeping. Oh, wait a minute now, let's work together. Yeah, work together means stay close enough so we can dump garbage on you. Let's be real. When people say, hey, FBAs and other people, we all need to work together. You're the one who separated yourself. When you got your little businesses, you separated from us. You make sure we don't get no money from your businesses. Y'all got your little churches that y'all go to. Little, you set up little Christian churches where the Haitians are running it, the Nigerians are running it. You got you make sure your money don't go to us. You know? Now, when you have some criminals that you need to pawn off culturally, you need us standing there so you can be like, hey, he's black. We all black now. If my Nigerian brother robs a bank, now we all the same people now. The same boat dropped him off. It's the same boat who dropped him off. Nah, that's why this goes back to the topic. This is why the Haitians are so upset now because they're on the hot seat with the white folks. And we ain't running up letting that be dumped on us. We're not letting that be a black issue. That's not a problem. That's not us. Hey, they're talking about us black people. They're talking about you. You need to go handle that. Go holler at them. They ain't talking about us. We ain't, no, we ain't doing none of that. They ain't hollering at us. They're not talking about us. All right. Let's get, let me see. Let's get American Roulette in the building. American Roulette in the building. What's up, American Roulette? All right, American Roulette ain't
Ah,
saying.
shit. Sorry. I
There
wasn't
he is.
expecting you to call on me. No. So obviously it's past midnight now, but so Saturday down there at the museum.
Oh yeah. We got an event Saturday night. Go
Yeah.
Saturday. You out here in California?
Yeah. Hell yeah, I am, dude. I've been listening to you for a long time, man. Like, if you hadn't noticed or not, I've been on.
Look,
Anyway, but yeah, I'll just stop down. I mean, it seems like it'd be interesting.
it's
I
gonna be
really
fun.
do like the. I mean, no offense, but you're a bit dickish at times, but I understand you have to be because so many people, that you have to deal with, and speaking. But yeah, like face to face, hanging out, like I think it'll be interesting,
Come on.
I look forward to it.
We got complimentary food, complimentary dinners. It's gonna be great. Come and get
Yeah.
you. We do
I
you
I could
do
bring
you?
some dessert if you like or something. Anything,
Yeah. If you can bring some of them good Rice Krispie treats that you guys.
Jeez. Oh, no, I haven't cooked those in ages.
Okay,
But
we
no,
have a lot
no.
of food, so I don't know if that's gonna be a problem. I will tell
Yeah,
my.
no. I will say, man, hey,
I'll
dude.
tell
I
the
mean, I know that you're, no offense.
Well, I'm going to tell my cook to leave some of the seasoned off the chicken. I want some of the chicken unseasoned. So we got a guest in there. We're going to have you come on through. So we're going to make sure not to put no seasoning on a couple of pieces of chicken, so that you will enjoy it. So yeah, got to come on down, man. Got to come on down. Get your tickets at hiddenhistorymuseum.com. All right, hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Yes, indeed. Let me see. Lucky Patel, you in here?
Hello, sir. Good day. This is
What's
Lucky
up?
Patel from India. Okay.
Okay.
So, sir, I want to say something. Respect all religions and humans, including black and white people. Okay. We love all
Yes.
peoples and invest in African countries and love animals, do yoga, meditation, and reject all types drugs. Don't take drugs. Do yoga, meditation, never smoking, never drinking. Love yourself, love humans, and come in India. I welcomed you and follow me. I will hold you follow back. Thank you, sir. Tariq ji. Thank you, sir.
Okay, what the hell was he talking about? What the hell was that? He just yelled a bunch of catchphrases. You have to say no to drugs, and give a hoot, don't pollute, and only you can prevent fires, and up with hope, down with dope, and really give to the community for unity. Get in where you fit in. He just started yelling a bunch of old catchphrases. What kind of shit was that? I guess he's trying to get him a green card, so he's just learning old American slang or catchphrases. Keep on trucking. He's learning old American catchphrases. I think he's practicing getting his green card. Yeah, he calling us up practicing. A lot of these East Indians, they call up practicing their conversation to see if they can engage in conversation. Hello, my niggas. I am Mayim Patel. I am want to let you know that I am down with Black Lives Matter. I am down with OPP. Yes, you know me. I am down with all of it. I am for the liberation of black people. What they did to the Black Panther Party, I am not in agreement with it. Um, I just want everybody to stop gangbanging and start slanging. I'm the Bloods and the Crips and the Vice Lords and the Gangster Disciples and the Boy Scouts and the Cub Scouts. I like Cub Scout cookies. They're so good. He's just saying random shit that don't be making no sense. He just look at a bunch of stuff in the media and just kind of regurgitate stuff that they see in the media. So it's interesting what they do. That's real interesting. But shout out to Patel. Hopefully, he gets it together. Let me see. We got a lot of people in here still. Yeah, almost 1,500 people in the middle of the night. Speaking of musty, Patel reminded me of must. Get the Rootwork deodorant, guys. Rootwork deodorant. You get that at rootworkstyle.com. Rootworkstyle.com. Very good deodorant. You guys are going to love it. Also, as you can see in the Jumbotron, my good sister Nikki posted up the album called Grinding for a Green Card. The album is available now. You guys can go to iTunes and all of these other streaming platforms and get the album. It's a phenomenal album. Grinding for a Green Card by Flextro. We got a lot of hot songs on there, ladies and gentlemen. All right, but listen, let me get up out of here, guys. Go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com, get the books there, give a contribution to the museum, and also get your tickets for Saturday. And join me. We got a lot of great food, great drinks is going to be popping. hiddenhistorymuseum.com. I'm out of here, guys. Y'all have a good night. Peace.
Hey, what's going on? This is Tariq Nasheed. I'm out here at the Hidden History Museum here in Los Angeles, and I want to invite you to the September Soul Saturday event that we're having here at the Hidden History Museum. We're going to have a lot of phenomenal comedians. We're going to have complimentary food, complimentary drinks, great music, great mingling, great networking. So I want to see you here. Join me here, 2131 West Jefferson Boulevard in Los Angeles, September 14th, 2024, 7 p.m. Come on and vibe out. For more information and to get your tickets, go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com. We'll see you here.